Hello, beautiful souls. I want to ask a question. How does it feel when I say that everyone and everything is you? Now, this can be a really, really powerful question to answer because how you feel ultimately depends on how you feel about yourself. Because the manifested world around you is reflecting the parts of you that need healing. And it's not just the parts that need healing. When you begin your healing journey, the other parts that have been healed also get reflected to you. This means the closer you move into alignment, the more enjoyable your life will be, the more insightful your life will be, the more change you will see in your manifested reality. Now we move through a process of being what's known the victim stage. And it's not to upset anyone because nobody really likes being called a victim. However, this is when we're in a state of rejection, of repelling that which is within us in order for us to see the distortions that exist within our field. If you have experienced a Kundalini awakening or just a spiritual awakening, this is even more ramped up. This is when what's shown to me as your pile of dynamite, or you could call it your karma, has gotten you to a point in your evolution where you start to be able to sift through and heal these parts of you. This will come to you in relationship of all kinds, in your financial situation, in every single thing that happens around you. When you are experiencing something that's really, really painful that's coming from someone else, it can be a sign to move away. But then there is a process that's needing to occur in where we see how and why this situation was manifested within our reality. Within this lies the greatest power. Because when we are able to become aware of why and how this has been manifested in our reality, we can move through from victim to wisdom. Ultimately, the only way to make true change is by viewing our external reality as that which exists within us. How does this person make me feel? How does this situation make me feel? When have I felt that before? Where is that pain coming from? Because in this journey, it's very, very common, and every single person does it. We view our external world as happening to us. But ultimately, it is always 100% happening for us. And just like the clues or pieces of a puzzle, we are gathering experiences in order to show us how these parts can be put back together, how we can progress within this game of life. Now, when we move into life being our teacher, we gain our power back. We understand and acknowledge that what is happening around us is what is happening within us. It is very, very common to view the world on a grand scale. However, the grand scale is manifested by the collective consciousness. This is why we will always see war and famine. This is why at the same time we will see unconditional love and acceptance. We will see those who are completely unconscious and those who have reached enlightenment. because all of those parts, every single thing exists here at the same time. It is when we pull it in, when we rein it into our lived experience around us, that we can gain the true power and wisdom of that which exists within us. If we want to make great change within the world on a grand scale, it has to start here. It has to start within your reflected reality around you, the people who are intimately connected to you in your lived experience. See, we can always throw the focus on the grand scale, but it will never provide a large change. It will never have the power to shift our manifested reality until we rein it in. Because it's here where all of our keys and clues are. And we have the power, by going into our feeling about our manifested reality that is right in front of us, that we can start taking the steps in healing ourselves. But it begins with awareness and it ends with awareness. Everything is awareness. Because once you know the fire's hot, you automatically don't touch it. This is a process that's occurring on its own. But the only thing required is the awareness that it's occurring, is the activation within you in order for you to see that what you see is you, that everything you're experiencing is you. And as you go through this healing journey, and as you start to bring yourself into alignment, however that looks for you, however that happens for you, it's then the physical world around you starts to reflect the healed parts of you. It starts to become somewhat easier. When I say easier, I mean quicker in the process of awareness. It doesn't mean that it's not going to hurt. It doesn't mean that the parts of us aren't going to be reflected that are extremely excruciating. Because the further you get into awareness, the deeper you get into the versions of yourself that are being reflected through other. But what happens as you heal, as you have more on board, which means your manifested reality, your soul family comes in. Those come around you and start to support you in your external reality in order for you to face those deeper and darker parts of yourself. You are the one that is making all of this happen, my divine being. And God is by your side. And if you don't align with the word God, it's okay. It's divinity, it's source, it's creator. However you need to view it is perfect for you. One thing that's going to really come up as you progress further on your healing journey is that you stop asking people for guidance. You stop asking people to clarify your journey. This is when you really take the power in your hands. And every single doubt that exists within you is going to be presented to you through others. And often it's our closest friends who are going through their own healing journey that they will present to us from their lived experience, from their angle. Now, this is also something we come up against because it's forcing us to choose our own knowing above all else. This also is a process that happens with spiritual teachers or guides. If they are telling you how it is or how it's supposed to be, it's time for you to choose your own knowing above all else. Because this is part of it. It's knowing that you are more powerful than anything or anyone. And when I say power, I mean alignment. I mean magic. I mean energetically intense, especially if you've had Kundalini awakening. Because this is a divine journey where the journey is the destination. And everything and everyone is you, assisting you on that journey. So beautiful, soul. I hope this helps. Always reach out if needed.